Off we go from East Rutherford. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job at the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Pete Werner getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Saints let out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Oft injured in college. The 3rd quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Shough. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
This one complete right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. Strong running there, inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. They'll run here with Kamara, and he'll take this one in. Alvin Kamara, touchdown Saints. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now the try for an extra point. His kick is good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. He's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Right back to Scatterboot on 1st down. He'll work forward for a couple. Jonas Saker is there to make the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Scatterboot. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
44-yard line.
They'll run with Scatterboot. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Ugo Amadi is there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Now toss left side. It's Scatterboot. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And he'll take it on in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession, too. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Shuck. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So on 4th down, Kai Kroger on to punt for New Orleans, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Ooh, and it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our top. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A play fake, now Dart. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On the give, it's Tracy. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 11-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Scatterboot. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run with Johnson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Saints 7.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They trail down 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments, because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Shuck. That one out wide for Kamara. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To the air is Shuck. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on their early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground with Scatterby. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Scatterby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. now, Dart. And that is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Pistol give to Kamara. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made by Bobby Harrogate. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 3rd down and 9. Slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Chuck. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Comes the punter now as he is on to punt for New Orleans. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. On 1st down, Dart. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part, so once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They send the tight end in motion. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Forward, but only a yard down down to the 2. Saints going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Dart. They try with the screen with Scaraboo. And he's in. And Scaraboo. Touchdown, New York. On to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants will take a 21-7 lead.
Saints 7.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is shut. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, shut. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, prodding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
In trouble, and down he goes. Timeout with the Giants. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. The Giants can call their 3rd final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Malik Neighbor. Touchdown, New York.
These are the plays that when you look back, like they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strong.
We get a turnaround. Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Throwing is shut. We'll get that complete to Mason Tipton. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run on first down with Kamara. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On play action, it's Shuck. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
It's a give now to Kamara. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Chuck. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Shuck. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The Saints will punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Darby.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback.
He gets free. Inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. The Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
35, Saints 7.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Kamara. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Dexter Lawrence getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's 3rd down. It's a passing down. You know they're going to bring pressure. We've seen it time and time again. But as we've seen, this offensive line, they just haven't been able to handle the different looks the defense has thrown at them, and the sacks keep piling up.
The Saints lining up in punt formation, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The Giants offense and running back Camp Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. The middle with Scattaboo. And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On the give, it's Scattaboo. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Dart gonna hold on to it himself.
Jackson guards on the keeper. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They mouth you full of the seat. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette and they yell it.
In motion is Hill. Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 3rd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. To the air once more. Shuck. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The air again is Shuck. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll run for it. It's Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints 1st down by a couple of yards. They get 5 on that 4th down and 3.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and it results in a negative play.
On second down, it's Shook. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third and long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. They'll indeed go, and it is Shook. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Giants offense and running back camp Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scattaboo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. His second touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Giants add on to their already sizable lead.
45, Saints 7.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken at the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. The Saints offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo. They'll start this one with 1st and 10. On the give, this is Kamara. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
The tackle
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
On down as in 21, a gain of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A run straight ahead, that's Scatterby. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Scatterby. He'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early, and often they cruised to an easy victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.